Hi, Tom Cole for the Steve Taylor Community Connection, and we're privileged to do a lot of these Cross and I and Steve, these Steve Taylor Connections, and we're privileged to do them. But especially today, such a good friend has come in the studio, Bryan Burrell. Bryan, it's an honor to have you here in the Steve Taylor Studios, and what you've done, your story, I think, is so important. Pun intended, pioneer. You truly are an entrepreneur, a pioneer, a guy who had a vision of doing things. A lot of people have visions of doing things, right? They sit home and think, boy, I want to write a novel, or I want to do this, or I'd like to do that, but they don't actually put it into action. You had a vision of, I'm going to write a book. I'm going to start a clothing empire on my own. Those are lofty things, and you've done it. Now, how are you able to take the thought and make it a reality?
That's a good question. Like you said, pun intended, with the pioneer, for me, it's bigger than me. And with the pioneer, you got people that's counting on me that I have not even met yet.
Right.
So accomplishing it and everything, it's bigger than me. So I have to. It was never a if, how, or when. This is getting done. It's getting done because it's not for me, it's for somebody else. And just as if it was me on the other end, waiting for someone to do this or hoping they accomplished it, it's the same way. I'm waiting for them, they're waiting for me. So,
AB, it almost sounds like you felt like you were moved on, not to be corny or anything, but kind of a divine intervention of you were pushed on a path of this is the way you were meant to go.
Correct indeed, for sure. And yeah, just that. So I have no choice.
Got it.
Even if I wanted to turn around and run, I'm pretty sure that the universe will still bring this all about somehow.
Your clothing line, give the folks the name of it. What's the type of clothing? And because I see it on Facebook all over, it's cool. It's really cool. Where can you get it?
That's awesome. So I'm going to release the website, pioneerapparel.com, in roughly 6 or 7 days.
So it's pioneerapparel.com?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. It's anywhere from men's, women, you got toddlers, youth, baby wear, and you got sports clothes, you got dresses, you got casual wear, outerwear, winter wear, summer wear, but I haven't released all of the inventory.
What makes yours different than others? What do you think your unique selling proposition is?
Outside of hopefully trying to make it look fashionable.
Yeah, it is fashionable. It's cool. Definitely is cool.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I would say like you said, it's the divine meaning and where all of this came about. Pioneer. We're all pioneers in a way. We're all.
Oh, I like that.
So
yeah.
It's that relative thought that, you know what, I have children or I have a family that's counting on me.
Right.
I am a pioneer.
Got it.
And just like if you read the book, the adversity, the obstacles, the challenges, you gotta persevere, you gotta endure, you gotta overcome so that we come out on the other side.
Yeah.
And those people, our family, our why, can benefit from us doing and accomplishing these things.
AB, the book you've written, you made me hold it up to the camera, The Mind of a Pioneer. And where can people get that book, Bryan?
So the book is on barnesandnoble.com. It's not in the stores yet, in the brick and mortar.
But you can order it online.
But you can order it online at barnesandnoble.com. It's on Amazon Kindle.
Yeah.
It'll soon be on Amazon, and it should be in Walmart soon. And authorshouse.com is the publishing company.
Yeah. You and I share a publisher. So
Boy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Did they treat you well? Author House treat you well?
Dude.
Yeah. They treated me well too.
I cried when I seen the cover.
Yeah. No, they did a great job. Let me ask you this, AB. I know something about writing a book, and it's not easy. And when you write a book, you usually learn things about yourself. What'd you learn about yourself writing your book?
A lot, but to say the very least, I only knew what I thought I knew.
Right.
And we don't know what we don't know.
Right.
So when I thought this is what I was doing or this, I covered everything, I didn't even know. So I didn't know. So I only think I know what I know, but we learn from our mistakes, we learn on the go, and we adapt and we adjust. So just keep going and learning from your mistakes and whatnot. So Yeah, I say that's what I learned that I don't know. I only know what I think I know, and I don't know what I don't know.
And there's a lot more out there that we can all learn, right?
Serious.
You know, Bryan, it's so powerful to me anytime interaction with you, just the positive nature of who you are, the positive message that you deliver. I think today people need, to me it's a big thing to have encouragers. People need encouragers. I don't care if you're 5 or you're 85. Along the way, everyone needs someone to say, someone to recognize what you're doing, and someone to say, hey, you know, I like that, or hey, you're onto something there, or hey, congratulations, or keep at it. I think you're really going to get there. You know, and I don't think we have enough of that today. I think that, you know, we have a lot of people that'll tell you what you can't do. You know,
Yeah, no,
I'm sure that you heard it along the way.
Sure.
People say, what are you, crazy? You're going to start your own, you know, athletic apparel? What are you talking about? You're going to write a book? What are you talking about? Those can't people are out there, but you strike me with the positiveness as a real role model for success and being an encourager.
Thank you, Tom. Serious. I've been under your umbrella for so long. Serious, dude. I'm sitting here and I can't believe this moment right now. Like, even outside of the book and everything, boy, this is amazing. Because your presence, just your eye contact and everything, your energy you're giving me is just beautiful. So when you say people like me, enough encouragers, like, all it takes is one person. So
yeah,
even if it was just you to help me. So
yeah.
Sure.
I know you're gonna, with your success, go out there and duplicate that.
For sure.
You're gonna reach out to every person who wants to create something, to be something, to do something. AB is gonna be the first one to say, listen, you can do that.
Serious.
You can do it. I did it. You can do it. You gotta. What would you say, AB, on the way out, we close this out? What was the biggest part of you that was able to overcome the obstacles? I mean, what was it about you? You know, did you have to be disciplined with yourself and say, nobody's gonna stop me? Did you just have the vision and say, I don't care, I'm moving forward? Because people want to know how to be successful. What would you say was the biggest thing that you had to put forth to be successful?
That's a great question. I just try to, like I said, I try to keep it simple, but I truly feel if it's a biblical story.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Jonah jumping in that water.
Right.
And trying to run away from his destiny.
Right.
I can't run away from it.
Okay.
So, and it kind of translates over from football. I'm that athlete, and I know what I can do, but I know I'm gonna keep giving it my all. I'm gonna keep training.
Yeah.
It's kind of that, but then it's that pioneer thought in there as well. If I give up, it doesn't get done.
Yeah.
It doesn't get done. And I've been down too long. So it's like, this is all I got, so I'm gonna give it everything I have.
Got it.
So there's no.
I get it 100%. It's almost like, don't be afraid of what your inner voice is telling you your destiny is. I think sometimes people are afraid of that.
I'm serious.
You know, well, I can't do that. I'm not a singer, or I'm not a writer, or I'm not. Well, yeah, you could be.
Yep.
You know, so you listen to your inner voice and what your destiny has told you that you need to do, and that's not as easy to do. You know, it's harder for people to do that because you put yourself out there to be criticized, right? Anytime you do anything different or new or outside the box, again, you put yourself out there to be criticized, and you know, you got to keep moving forward.
I didn't want to start any of this because I was afraid of what all my peers were going to
Sure.
think. What does Bryan know? He's the football guy.
Who does he think he is?
Who does he think he is?
Yeah.
So my why, I knew my why, my family, my immediate family, that's my why.
Yes.
And before anything, you got to count the cost. If I don't sell one book, if everything goes haywire, will I still do it? So I had a why, and I counted the cost. And 40, 30 years later, I didn't want to regret not acting on any of it. So
that's a great formula.
Really good.
And you know, I always think of it, Bryan, in this way. You're going to influence, and you are influencing a lot of people. But let's just say your book got in the hands of one person, and that's not the case. You know, many people.
Please.
But one person, and it changed one person's life to go out and do something they wouldn't have done, something positive that snowballed into other things for other people, and you've done good, you know? And, mission accomplished. So Bryan, we're honored to have you on the Steve Taylor Community Connection. We're so proud of what you've done in the community. You are truly a pioneer, and I love the hat, right? Pioneer.
Yes, sir.
Between your athletic wear and your book, your corporation that you have, you're a role model for everyone in the community, and thanks so much for being with us on the Steve Taylor Community Connection.
Thank you so much.
All right, AB.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Thank you, serious.
Terry Crosby coming up with Bryan.
Hello everyone, this is Terry Crosby on the Steve Taylor Community Connection Show. I'm really impressed with your life. I read some things about you over the last couple of days. Anybody that I can see doing positive things, not just for themselves, but for the universe and out there, you know, it just means so much to me. So I have to just let you know, man, I was so impressed with you. I think you're such a cool guy. I'm really just gonna have to do this interview with my shades on today. I had to keep it real with
I put the shades back. Golly.
I'm just gonna have to. Hey, we don't normally do this.
Okay,
but,
I can take it.
so Bryan, thanks for coming in, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm really impressed with everything you've done. And so, East Side boy, went to Wayne High School.
Right.
Obviously, a hell of an athlete. I know about that too. Running that pill, I used to do that 150 years ago, so I know what that's about.
Sure.
But yeah, just give us a little background on your upbringing. I think that's important.
Nice. Yeah, like you said, from the East Side, Toledo, born and raised. Wade High School graduate. I went to Garfield Elementary. Did a few years in college, Buffalo, New York, Erie Community College. Transferred to Urbana University and did some couple years in Toledo University. So
Right.
yeah, so right before I kind of got sidetracked and stopped going to school and whatnot, and university took me down a different path. And now we're here today, so yeah, for sure.
So, you know, I just want to say, look, congratulations on your books. I believe you're coming out with a second book soon. You have a clothing line,
Yes, sir.
I believe, and also you have an exercise video.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I'm making a fitness DVD.
Right.
So, but I have a fitness app also. It's called the Pioneer Push-Up Challenge app. And it's more of a fitness app. It started off as an accountable way just to stay up on your push-ups, but then I came up with an idea to come up with a daily routine so other people don't have to send out push-ups. They can just do a daily fitness thing, and we're gonna scale it. We're definitely gonna scale it, but yeah, that's the gist of it. It's a Pioneer.
So can you give us any idea when that will be out?
So the app is out right now.
Okay.
It's available on Android and iPhone, but I'm adding 2 more features to it. I want to add
Okay.
these 2 features before it's where I need it to be for now in terms of scaling later. So yeah, heck yeah.
Okay. There's something inside an athlete that pushes them to do outstanding things in their lives in a lot of cases. And that's something, just let our audience know, what do you think that something was inside of you that made you push for your books, that made you push for your clothing line, that made you so determined that you're going to be successful in life? What was your fire behind that?
Just thinking of it right now, I think it was more accountability for me.
Right.
And I say accountability as like you, Tom, as far as your leadership. When we're growing up as athletes, we got older mentorship on us, and then it's a team game. No essential part is more valuable than the other. Just like a car, I can't drive this car without the wheels, and I can't drive this car without the steering wheel. Each serves its own function, and I think it's that older mentorship keeping us accountable. So that 111. So we face together. We face opposition. We face obstacles, challenges. But you got the older mentorship stand on us to stay collective, as to push through and fight to the next game, the end of the season. So it's that accountable. I got my team. So just like with the Pioneer, it's not about me. It's more, you know what? We got that sports drive in us. It's already in us to, okay, this is bigger than me. You guys are all on my team. I got to make this happen. So that's
Congratulations. And you know, I can really resonate with that, because when I was coming up, I had a lot of mentors. I had a guy, Mel Gaines, who I consider the best 2-sport athlete to ever come out of history of City League athletics. I always like his flunky boy, all right? So he taught me everything that I know. So I understand that concept when you say that team-oriented, that protection-oriented, it makes a difference in your life.
Serious, because it's just like that, like how we grew up on the east side, and I'm pretty sure it's like this in a lot of different areas. But a lot of us weren't fortunate enough to have that older male mentorship. So like us, when you guys,
that's what's missing now.
So it's bang. So yeah, that's what I
Right, good.
So, yeah.
Okay, and that's absolutely wonderful, man. And well, you know, we're gonna forever be with you. We really are. We love you, man. We love the things that you're doing. I would like for you to just share with our audience how people can get in contact with you, your website, how can they purchase a book, how can they go on your clothing line, and also your exercise, your jazzercise thing.
Nice, thank you, Terry. Just try to make it quick. I'm Bryan Burrell, author of The Mind of a Pioneer. I got the clothing line. You can find all the clothes and merch on pioneerapparel.com. You got the fitness app. It's on iPhone and Droid. It's Pioneer Push-Up Challenge app. I know I do a lot. But all this is underneath the Burrell Enterprise, and I'm just glad to be hanging out with Tom and Terry today. So heck yeah. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm under CEO_Burrell. So yeah, there it is.
Well, everybody, we really appreciate having our superstar in today. Best of luck to him. And we'll see you next time on the Steve Taylor Community Connection Show.
See you guys later.